League members, it's time for another video. It's week 7. Should be the Steelers bye week, but it's not because of COVID. But you know what? We're still going to get into it. Odie's going to be in this video because he's a baller. Let me try something new. If you guys can, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment why you're going to win this week, or comment your favorite animal. Let's do it. I want to get on the YouTube algorithm. We're going to be the most famous league in the entire universe. So let's do it. All right, first game of the week. We're going with the owner of the week. Team that put up the most points is Brian Trogus. Yes, I am saying that correctly. The same dude that went 0-3 or 0-4 or something, put up the least amount of points. Nope, he decided that he wanted to put a whooping on Squid and put 50 points up on him. So, you do you, Trog. Congrats. You may have lost the trash talk battle last week. Squid won that by a narrow margin, even though I put it up late. But you still won, Squid, so don't be bitter. Also, it's good to mention that Squid started Ryan Fitzpatrick, the current backup of the Miami Dolphins. So what were you thinking, dude? So we have Deshaun Watson, QB1 this week. Derrick Henry, QB1 this week. Julio Jones, the number 2 wide receiver on the week. What do they all have in common? They were all on Ben's team. And Ben's team went off this week. They beat my team by 136 to 105. So that means out of the 2 Bryans, I get the bad luck Brian, because I still had a respectable score of 105. Would have beat half the league. But I gotta play the guy who's going crazy right now. And also I have the most points against. So yes, Devin, I am the most unluckiest team, even though it does seem like you are. We're gonna have a comeback season. I'm calling it. We're gonna win the next 4 games, at least. We're gonna win the next 4. Insert Tim Tebow's speech here. I promise, you're never gonna see a team work as hard as our team's gonna be. You're never gonna see a player work as hard as this player. You're never gonna see anyone lead their team to victory like I'm gonna lead their victory. Thank you, God bless. Put it on the board. No one in this league is a total loser, because Devin got his first win over Josh. He had DeAndre Swift and he had Ronald Jones, who both put up over 20 points. Everyone is definitely pumped about Devin's win, because, you know, in this league we cheer for everyone. Well, we cheer for everyone not named Tom. Speaking of Tom, he won again, so that's it. This matchup between Tom and Eli was a close one. It was decided on Monday night when Ezekiel Elliott decided that he just wanted to fumble the ball every time, and that led Tom to victory. He won 118 over 109. Alex Wellman from 3-0 to 3-3. Man, that'd be a good name of a 30 for 30. But he put up a league low 64 points against Curcio's 108. Most of it was coming from Matt Ryan, who went off at 30 points, but all of his other team was average. Matt Ryan decided, hey, I hated Dan Quinn, and since you guys fired him, I'm going to go ahead and go off on you right now. So that's that. To be fair, Alex, no one expected Alexander Madison to get only 3 points. I expected him to do a lot more, do more Dalvin Cook-ish kind of things, but nope, put up 3 points, and it was probably a waste of your 55 fab. This doesn't make sense to me. How does Trent always end up having close games? He had the closest game of the week against Matt, but Matt ended up winning 82 to 73 by a narrow margin of 9. So now Matt is 5-1. Trent is 1-5. I mean, I wonder who that one win is against. Probably someone pretty bad. But anyway, Matt had the legend AJ Green on his bench, and AJ Green had 13 points. OBJ had 3 points. What were you thinking, Matt? On to waivers. First off, we have Keelan Cole, whoa, wide receiver of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He went to Matt Johnson for $25. That is a huge price. And Devin was the only one to bid. I forget what he put on him, but it was definitely a lot less than 25. Next, Matt also got Jerick McKinnon, which could be a respectable pickup, especially since Raheem Mostert's going to be out for a long time now. Matt got him for $20, beating the likes of me, Alex, Trent, and Squid to get those people. Also, Trey Burton was picked up. And who else picked him up besides Trent? Trent, being the Zach Ertz owner, is very disappointed, so he wanted anyone he could get. He put $10 on Trey Burton, but he would have got him for no dollars because no one put any other bids on him. Next up, we have Boston Scott, who did very well yesterday at the game against the Giants. Devin got him for $2. Squid put a bid for $0 on him, but of course he didn't win. And the last one, Giovanni Bernard, to me for $2. No one else put a bid on him, but I just heard that Joe Mixon is out. So if anyone needs a starting running back for the Bengals, I'm your guy.
What up, fantasy football? I don't know much to say. Actually, I'm pretty nervous going this week because I lost Aaron Jones and Mixon just in the past couple of days. But, I have strong replacements for those two with Williams and McKinnon. So, I'm just replacing with two other starters. So, Squid's coming for, he's got a tough one still. I'm still projected to win, even though, projections are kind of stupid. But I think my 5-1 record speaks the whole truth to it. So I'm not too worried, but it'll probably be a game. I haven't had a blowout yet. It's all been close. But sorry, Squid.
Hey guys, so I had kind of a busy week this week and didn't have time to come up with an extravagant theme for this or anything. But I did have time to do some math, and that is all I needed to tear Eli apart. So let's start with the projected points for this week. Eli's projected roughly 107 points, and I'm projected 122.5. That's like a 15-16 point victory for me. ESPN has me at a 57% win probability, but that's just projected points. So let's go to some hard data. So I took each player on Eli's starting roster this week, took their average points and totaled them, and then did the same for me. Eli's came to 94.8. That's not a lot. I had 124. That is a 30-point difference in favor of me. And I would not want to be on the losing end of that. Now, let's look at Eli's team. So, his highest projected player for this week is Mr. Butterfingers himself. After last week, I don't think he's somebody I'd want to build my team around. I would definitely go look for somebody else. And I know you're getting hit hard with bye week this week, but you gotta find somebody else to supplement that. 3 Lions. 3. Why? Why would you start 3 players from that team? That is not a winning combination. Not at all. The final standing projections that ESPN did. Eli, at the start of the year, you were 1. First. You had a pretty good draft. You're 6th now. Now, that's not horrible, but that's a pretty big slide. For my part, I was 2nd draft, and I'm 2nd now. So, I'll end it on that. And, Eli, good luck this week, because you're going to need it.
Alright guys, we're going to do one take only for this video. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage, get ready to get shut down this week. Ben, you've had some good beginner's luck. You're pretty new to the league, but that's all about to end this week. I like your team name, Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage, but that's about the only thing I like about it. The only awards your team should be winning is the worst hair. Derrick Henry, what's he got going on? Robbie Anderson, looks like he's got spikes coming from his hair. And now you got Jarvis Landry with the purple hair. Speaking of Jarvis Landry, he's never going to do anything with Baker Mayfield as his quarterback. Plays for the Cleveland Browns. I mean, come on. Will Lutz is your kicker. These nuts are a better kicker than Will Lutz. Also, Todd Gurley, he's washed. Hasn't been good in a couple years. He had a good season, but he's washed. Deshaun Watson, I used to have Deshaun Watson. He had a good week last week. He's a good quarterback, but his team is trash. His offensive line, the Texans, you're just lucky Lamar Jackson's on a bye this week because you would see who really won the trade. But even with Lamar on the bye, Big Ben's going to step up, do big things. Hooked on a Thielen is going to come at you for the dub. And Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage sucks.